Hey, good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining me here on this morning edition of the Burning River Browns Talk. I am here. I am Lou Marconi. I am here as a part of the Fanatical Elves Network, which is a subsidiary of Fans First Sports Network. So, some news broke this morning. We're going to talk about that. And yesterday morning news broke right after I got off the air live, which is always happens that way. But fortunately, today, the second portion of the news, which is good news, uh, broke just before I came on live. So I'll be happy to talk to you about that. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. There's going to be no Browns game in Brazil. We're going to talk about Nick Chubb's contract got reworked in the final year of his contract. So he's not going anywhere. But before we do that, we're going to have to pause for our sponsors. So let's go ahead and do that. We have bills to pay. We'll do it right now. All right, thank you. Thanks for joining us. I greatly appreciate it. We're back. Okay, I am Lou Marconi at El Marconi 251 on Instagram, at El Marconi 1973 on X. Please feel free to follow me there. Also, like, share, follow, and subscribe to the Fanatical Elves Network for great Browns content. We have great people providing it daily to you. So it's a great network to be a part of. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining. Thank each and every one of you for interacting and commenting. I love it. You could disagree with me, agree with me. You can hate me. I'm fine. I'm happy to have the feedback. So let's get into it. Right after I got off the air yesterday, the news broke, and I believe the league chose. I think it was Ian Rappaport that broke that too. The league chose the Packers to play the Eagles in Brazil on September 6th. So how does that impact us? Well, we don't have to travel to Brazil. That's one thing. Two, we'll probably open the season at home. And knowing, I think what was a factor in this, people don't realize on September 13th, which is a Friday before week two, there's a concert at Cleveland Brown Stadium for Billy Joel and Rod Stewart. More than likely, the field won't be ready and prepared for another week, at least a week. So you're thinking, okay, with that concert Friday night, the Browns are probably going to be on the road that weekend, week two. So week one, they should open up at home. Could be against a divisional opponent. It won't be the Chiefs because the Chiefs open up at home as the Super Bowl champions on the Thursday night, first game of the season. All Super Bowl champions do that. So that's that. So what I'm also hearing, Mary Kay Cabot tweeted, if you follow her on Twitter, which she's very good, she's been reporting on the team for a very long time, and I'm not saying she's old, but she's very good at her job, is what I'm saying. She she tweeted that it looks like the Browns could be playing in London, which would be like a 9 a.m. Sunday morning game here. They'd be playing in London for against the Jacksonville Jaguars because they have an extra road game. So that extra road game could be done on in London. I also heard Tony Grossi say this, which was something I wasn't even aware of, that every NFL team in a 10-year period has to give up a home game for London or international game, which is interesting. So the Browns will eventually be playing a home game internationally. Could be Mexico, could be Brazil, could be London, which would be interesting, but it would, me being a season ticket holder, I'd be kind of bummed. I'm not going all the way to Mexico or Brazil or London to see a home game. Just international travel is just not my thing at my age. So anyway, without any further ado, the big news that broke this morning was the Ian Rappaport tweeted. I want to say it was about 20 minutes ago, or 23 minutes ago. Running back Browns star running back Nick Chubb have agreed on a reworked contract for 2024 to lower his base salary of 11.775 million. Sources tell me and Tom Pelissaro with a chance to earn it back in incentives. So the base salary drop, they're going to have him reworking incentives. Chubb is working his way back from a serious knee injury, but isn't going anywhere, which is something I would have said. I would have said a month ago, or even 2 or 3 months ago. Nick Chubb is pretty much superhuman, but he is human, and it's going to take time for him to come back. I think he might. Would he be the same after this? It's hard to say. Could he be good? I mean, Adrian Peterson came back from an injury like this and was just as good as new. So if there's anybody that could do it, it's him. 85, 75% Nick Chubb is better than a lot of running backs in the NFL. So we wish him the best and wish him to come back. Um, and I want to let you know, yeah, my ring light just went out on me. How nice. I'm here to let you know that we're here throughout this coverage or throughout the rest of the day. As any other news breaks, you can follow me on Twitter at lmarconi1973 or on Instagram at lmarconi251. I will be writing about the Nick Chubb contract rework once I get more details from it. So what the base changes are, what everything else, I think that'll be released shortly. But I want to let you know that the Nick Chubb contract was reworked, and that broke this morning. So I greatly appreciate it. Two other things. Join us Friday night. It'd be me and Sherry, my co-host, for the Friday night edition of Burning River Browns Talk. Also, there is a tailgate event that I hope you guys can make it to. It's May 4th, Saturday, from I think 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's called Bark in the Park in Berea. Top Dog Tailgate is the person on Twitter to follow to get details on that. And you can register for the event. The proceeds go to City Dogs. It's a dog adoption charity. So definitely check that out. If you can make it out to Berea, you pay $25. It's all you can eat, all you can drink, and you can bring your family too. It's $25 per adult. Kids are free. So I'm bringing myself and my wife and my kids with my two daughters with me. We're gonna have a fun time in the park. Just hope for good weather. But May the 4th, it should be good. And that's it. I mean, that's really where we're at today. So I really appreciate you joining me every day. I appreciate the likes, the shares, the feedback, and the comments always. Nick Chubb is staying a Cleveland Brown this year. We'll see what happens after this year, but it's trending that way. I think by them reworking the contract, it makes sense. I think his people are confident that he's going to be productive this year. I think Nick Chubb is confident he's going to be productive this year. And I think the Browns are confident he's going to be productive this year. It's just a matter of when can he come back. And I was guessing, just guessing, an educated guess, hypothesizing, I would say, probably week 5. But that's about it. So hey, I appreciate you guys again. Again, Top Dog Tailgate. Check out that charity event Friday night. Every Friday night, I go live with Sherry at 9 p.m. With the exception of, I think, the second round of the draft. Sherry and I are planning on going live at 7 to cover, and we're going to have a draft watch party. So whoever wants to join us, we're going to be there live on X and other platforms as well. I want to thank each and every one of you. Much appreciated. And always remember, when the river burns, it burns brown and orange. Have a great day.